What is going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going over a review of my most recent trip to Malaga. I've just come back from 4 days of intense paddle coaching in a beautiful 5-star resort with a company called Hit It Holidays. This is not a paid promotion. I'm not affiliated with the company. They've not asked me to make this video. This is just a completely impartial review of my trip. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and I really hope you enjoy this one. So as you all know, because you all watch every single one of my YouTube videos, I've mentioned in a previous couple of videos that, you know, I've been going on this trip to be coached by some high-level Spanish coaches. And Hit It Holidays, which is a company run by the operations director of one of the clubs that I play at over in Port Sunlight on the Wirral. They were advertising this trip, and of course, it doesn't just involve the coaching, it involves the beautiful 5-star resort that it's hosted at. Lots of social events and other little bits that are thrown in along with the paddle coaching. And as I'm sure you all know at this stage, I'm quite crazy about the sport, and you know, I'm not going to turn down any chance to go train in the sun for a few days, especially during the recent awful weather we've been having in the UK. I feel like it's never really been dry for as long as I can remember, to be honest. It was hosted at the beautiful Higuerón Resort, just about 20 minutes outside of Malaga Airport. And this is the first of many great things I have to say about this trip, because it was just such a beautiful resort. It was, you know, had so many facilities. Had like 3 pools or something like that. Had a full spa, had a gym. I actually thought the standard of the paddle courts was great. But not only that, they had a beautiful infinity pool as well on a rooftop terrace. They had like 2 or 3 restaurants on site. They had beach volleyball, they had tennis courts, you name it, pretty much they had it. I just thought that in terms of what they were trying to fulfill with the trip, not only from the paddle side, but also from the social side and everything else that they had to offer, they probably couldn't have picked much of a better destination for it, really. When it comes to the actual paddle coaching side of things, I thought the standard of coaching overall was very good. They were able to split it nicely into kind of 2 groups, essentially. There was one group who was slightly more beginner and one group who was slightly more advanced. And we probably averaged around 4 to 6 hours on the court every single day. So there's a morning session from 9:30 till 11:30-ish, another session from 3 till 5-ish. And then on a couple of nights there were evening sessions from like 7 or 7:30 till 9:30-ish or something like that. So it was plenty of court time. My body was definitely aching after this trip. But ultimately, if you're going abroad to train paddle, you want to train paddle, don't you? So, you know, I was really happy with that volume. I thought the standard of food at the resort was really good as well. It was just like, you know, the kind of Mediterranean, fresh kind of food you'd expect. I ate a lot of poke and raw fish, a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of good juices. The choices on that front are really good, so again, a big plus for the resort. The area around the resort had lots of restaurants as well if you did want to venture off the resort. I mean, there wasn't really much need to because it had everything, but on a couple of the evenings we did venture out to some local restaurants. I do remember one Italian that we went to had great pizza. There was also lots put on socially, like you know, I mentioned how there was a morning and afternoon session and sometimes an evening session. In between there would always be something going on, whether that was just drinks at the Sky Bar or something else a bit social. We're also invited to a mix-in that the resort was hosting on one of the nights, which I thought was really, really good, especially for the price. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like either 12 euros or 16 euros. And that got you around 2 hours of court time, which in itself already pays for that fee. But they just made it a really nice event. A lot of locals came to play and we just got randomly mixed up with different partners and we just played a lot of paddle. It was nice that they just looked after us as well. They gave us free drinks. There was a raffle at the end where I won a bottle of wine. I mean, just look how happy I am in this photo. I just thought for the price, it was such a great evening. Like, you look at the price of paddle courts in Liverpool now, if you go into play Tomahawk and try and find somewhere to play in Liverpool, you're looking at like 16 quid for just an hour and a half on the court and that's it. So to pay that in euro and have like a full-blown event laid out for you, I just thought it was really good, especially when you factor in the little bits like the free drinks and the raffle prizes. What I will say though is that those Spaniards are no joke. They are so technical. They've been playing for decades, a lot of them, and they certainly gave me the run around, because at any given moment they can hit the ball anywhere they want on the court with as much power and as much spin as they want to. So yeah, I definitely found it hard to keep up. In terms of possible downsides of the trip, I do think the schedule was a bit too tightly packed. I felt like between sessions there could have been a little bit more downtime, but you know, as I say, there was always something going on. And personally, I felt like it wasn't enough time to, you know, finish a session, have a little bit of time to rest, shower, etc., get some food, and then do something else before the next session. It felt like it was just go, go, go constantly, which is why, you know, obviously, as you know, I wanted to film like a proper real-time vlog of the trip, but because the schedule was so full on, I did not get the chance to film barely anything. So as much as I enjoyed the volume of paddle that we played, you know, it was a lot that we played, I just thought like and it's only a little gripe, by the way, it's only a small, it's not like a deal breaker. I do think the schedule was a little bit tightly packed for me, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I would definitely go on a trip like that again. I think if I went again, I'll probably choose to be a bit more antisocial and maybe skip some of the social stuff to have a bit more downtime. But that's just me in my position, because I would like the opportunity to, you know, like film and make a proper vlog out of it and make a real-time video out of it. And plus, I'm not a big drinker anyway, so you know, if people are just going to the bar to have drinks between sessions, I mean, maybe I'd go for one every now and then, but that's it. Overall, I think Miles, the lad who started Hit It Holidays, did a great job of the trip. As I say, I definitely would go to another one. He's hosting another one later this year, so I'm gonna wait until that's like properly announced and formalized. I might still end up going to that one. But overall, a great trip, and if you're on the fence about maybe trying one of these paddle trips, I would honestly recommend that you go. So that is my nice, short, snappy review of my trip to Malaga with Hit It Holidays. Just a quick video from me today. I've got some really cool stuff coming. I'm actually filming with one of my good friends on Wednesday. And then this Saturday, I'm doing my full day of eating as normal. And then on Sunday, I'm actually filming another collab, which I just know is going to be very funny as a video. So plenty of amazing content coming. And if you want to see more, then of course, make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, where my handle is @DeanRamenFit on both platforms. With that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video. I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in when you could have been doing literally anything. You chose to spend a few minutes with me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. If you've got any questions about the paddle trip, just leave them in the comments below. I'll make sure that I address them. Have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.